Let's embark on an exciting journey towards freedom and joy. In this video, we will discuss why it is sometimes challenging but necessary to rid ourselves of certain aspects of our lives. We will explore the things that should be promptly eliminated from our lives. We invite you to actively join our journey, share your thoughts, and stay with us until the end. In the following minutes, you will have the opportunity to deeply contemplate and better understand yourself, uncovering your true nature. This information will assist you in positively transforming your life. We will focus on 11 things that are worth eliminating from your life without hesitation. Number 1. When you encounter people who cause you pain, there is no need to justify yourself to them. Avoid complaining, arguing, or engaging in confrontation due to their negative attitude towards you. If someone makes decisions that are disrespectful and hurtful to you, even if you previously considered them a close friend, it is better to move forward without seeking justification. Remain calm and rational, focusing on your own development. There may come a moment when this person will need your support. In such a situation, a simple no is sufficient. If you feel the need to explain the reasons, go ahead and do so. However, if this person has violated your trust, you are not obligated to assist them in any way. Therefore, instead of getting involved in conflicts, it is better to quietly remove this person from your life. Time will reveal the consequences of their actions. Focus on taking care of yourself and allow the future to show what is best for both of you. When we allow ourselves to move forward without the need to explain or justify our choices, we express deep respect for ourselves and our boundaries. It is important to remember that we are not obligated to maintain communication with people who harm us or fail to appreciate us. Each of us deserves respect and recognition for who we truly are. Thus, by courageously deciding to peacefully eliminate those who cause us pain from our lives, we take a bold step towards our emotional well-being and personal growth, enabling us to achieve a more authentic and fulfilling life. Number 2. Getting rid of unnecessary goals. There are moments when you realize the importance of making choices, acting in a certain way, or staying true to your path. Sometimes you have to let go of certain goals in order to choose a path that aligns best with your essence. And that is perfectly fine. After all, we don't always achieve everything we plan, and sometimes we have to let go of one option in favor of another. However, it is important to quietly eliminate unnecessary goals without making your steps public. Avoid leaving traces or excessive information that could reveal your core strategy. Be smart in this process, quietly removing less significant goals and gradually transforming your life. When everyone around you is watching, always act cautiously, protecting your plans and allowing your decisions to be guided by authenticity in the search for a path that best aligns with your essence. Number 3. Do not disclose the details of romantic or friendship relationships. It is crucial to know how to keep personal details private and not reveal the reasons behind the end of a friendship or relationship. Personal details belong solely to you and your conversation partner, and other people do not necessarily need to know the reasons. No one has the right to know about conflicts or personal situations, as it can only lead to gossip and complicate the situation. If you feel the urge to vent, talk to yourself and reflect on what happened. The desire to share may indicate that wounds within you have not yet healed. Therefore, regardless of the situation, the right course of action is to calmly analyze this behavior without discussing it with others. If problematic relationships arise in your life, it is important to address them quietly without informing anyone. Maintaining confidentiality and internally resolving issues will help you make progress and heal. Preserve the dignity of all parties involved and take care of your emotional well-being with wisdom and caution. Number 4. During times of tension, avoid raising your voice in the presence of others and control the display of excessive disappointment or anger. When you feel upset, redirect that feeling into actions that will bring positive results. Use this energy as motivation to pursue your life goals and train your mind and body to cope with stress. It is important to restrain your emotions, reflect on them, and channel the accumulated energy into activities that strengthen your. However, be cautious and mindful, as losing control can expose vulnerabilities during tense moments. Strive to diffuse this tension discreetly by carrying out your responsibilities and using your mind as a guide. Avoid broadcasting your difficulties. Instead, appreciate what already exists in your life and cultivate gratitude for those who are already present. Find ways to calmly release emotional tension, seek inner balance, and adopt a healthier approach to problem solving. Number 5. Try not to share your judgments about anyone or anything from a negative perspective. Indeed, it is important to avoid expressing negative judgments about other people. Not only should you refrain from sharing your negative opinions, but you should also strive not to cultivate them in your own mind. When we speak ill of someone, we create a negative mood and atmosphere rather than enriching the dialogue or engaging in constructive communication. Strive to be diplomatic and maintain a tolerant coexistence, even if you don't like someone. If issues arise with a particular person, try to communicate with them, find time for dialogue, and seek a compromise. However, it is important to let go of judgments and opinions about others. Regardless of who you like or dislike, conduct yourself diplomatically and adaptively in your interactions with others. Seek change and interaction, regardless of the differences that may exist between you and other people. Maintain respectful communication, and it will help create a more harmonious atmosphere and healthy relationships with those around you. Number 6. Avoid constantly comparing yourself to others. Constantly comparing ourselves to others can be harmful and negatively impact our emotional well-being and personal growth. Each person has their own unique path, achievements and successes that should be valued independently of others. Comparing ourselves to others can lower our self-esteem as we focus on what we perceive to be lacking in ourselves, rather than recognizing our own strengths and accomplishments. It distracts us from our own goals and desires. When we compare ourselves to others, we orient ourselves around their standards and expectations, forgetting about our own. This can hinder us from moving forward on our own path and achieving our individual goals. By avoiding comparisons, we can cultivate gratitude for our own circumstances and acknowledge our own progress and growth. It's important to remember that each person has their own unique journey and individual circumstances, and comparing ourselves to others is unfair and unproductive. Instead of constantly comparing ourselves to others, it's more productive to focus on our own learning and personal development. Each of us has our own strengths, challenges, and unique life paths. Acknowledge your achievements and strive for personal growth based on your own values and goals. Number 7. Mindful use of social media. Social media is a powerful tool for communication, information, and inspiration. However, it can also be a source of stress, envy, and negative emotions, especially when we constantly compare ourselves to others. To use social media mindfully and effectively, you can apply several strategies. Firstly, set specific times during the day to check social media instead of constantly spending time on it throughout the day. This structure will help you control the amount of time you spend on social media. It's also important to ask yourself about your intentions before each online interaction. Ask yourself if you're seeking something meaningful or simply looking to pass the time. This will help distinguish productive use of social media from aimless consumption. Be mindful of your emotional state after using social media. If you feel down or negatively affected, it may be time to take a break. Use that time to engage in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment in the real world, such as pursuing your hobbies, reading books, or enjoying nature walks. It's important to recognize that each of us has our own unique path and personal story. Comparing your life to the stories of others is unfair and unproductive. Remember that your own life is valuable and unique, with all its ups and downs, victories and challenges. Embrace the beauty and worth of your own story and cherish every moment on your own journey. Number 8. Freedom from the need for external validation. We live in a world where it often seems like our worth depends on the opinions of others. However, we must free ourselves from this constant need for external approval. Imagine yourself on a stage under bright lights, surrounded by people, each of whom has their own opinion about how you should behave, what to say, and how you should look. This feeling can be overwhelming. Now visualize yourself stepping off the stage and finding yourself in a calm and peaceful place. Here, the only opinion that matters is your own. This analogy demonstrates how important it is to recognize and value your inner voice rather than succumbing to external noise. When we strive for approval, we drift away from our true nature and what we truly want. It's like constantly trying to wear an outfit that doesn't fit us, just to please others. Now think back to moments in your life when you felt happiest and most fulfilled. Chances are those were the moments when you followed your values and beliefs, regardless of what others expected of you. That is the essence of real life. But how can we apply this in our everyday lives? It all starts with small steps. For example, ask yourself when making a decision, am I doing this because I genuinely want to, or because others expect it of me? Learn to trust your intuition and recognize your true desires. Another powerful practice is building self-esteem. Appreciate your qualities, celebrate your achievements, and learn from your mistakes. Remember that self-acceptance is an ongoing process, and every little victory matters. Finally, build relationships that support you in being yourself. Surround yourself with people who respect your individuality and encourage you to express your true nature. When we free ourselves from the need for external approval, we open the doors to a more meaningful path. This path allows us to become the heroes of our lives and write our own stories, showing authenticity and courage. Number 9. How we handle relationship breakups, whether it's friendship or romantic love, matters greatly. A breakup can be a challenging period, filled with emotions and questions. It's important to remember the significance of preserving privacy and caution throughout this process. Relationships are a special space where we share emotions, dreams, and special moments. This space requires respect and care. When ending a relationship, whether it's a friendship or a romantic connection, it's natural to experience pain and confusion and to seek understanding of what happened. However, it's important to remember that the details of our relationships are our shared history, belonging only to us and the other person involved. Maintaining confidentiality and not disclosing personal details or reasons for the breakup helps preserve the dignity of both parties and protects our own hearts. Sharing this information with others can lead to misunderstanding and judgment, which does not contribute to healing and may only prolong the pain and create a negative cycle. So how can we cope with a relationship breakup to support our well-being? First and foremost, it's important to give ourselves time and space to heal. Allow yourself to experience emotions, but do so internally. Secondly, cultivate the habit of self-reflection instead of seeking external validation or consolation. Turn to yourself, ask yourself what you have learned from this relationship, and how you can use those lessons for your growth and development. And finally, remember that preserving confidentiality is a sign of maturity and respect, both towards the other person and towards yourself. Number 10. Letting go of unrealistic expectations. This is an invitation to embark on an inner journey where we explore how our expectations can shape and sometimes distort our perception of reality. Let's begin with a metaphor. Imagine your life as a grand adventure across a vast ocean. Each expectation is like a sail on a boat, helping us move towards our dreams and goals. However, when these sails are too big, when our expectations become unrealistic, they can veer us off course and lead us into turbulent waters of disappointment and dissatisfaction. Unrealistic expectations are akin to maps promising non-existent treasures. They compel us to chase ideals of perfection within ourselves, other people, and the situations we find ourselves in. Ask yourself, are these ideals truly our own, or are they imposed by external influences such as society, culture, or even the media? To start freeing ourselves from these expectations, we must first acknowledge them. This requires honesty and self-reflection. Ask yourself, do these expectations serve me or weigh me down? Do they reflect who I truly am and what I value? The next step is the practice of acceptance. Accept yourself as you are, where you are on your journey, and the circumstances you cannot control. This doesn't mean giving up on your dreams. Rather, it means recognizing and appreciating the process of working towards a goal with all its imperfections and challenges. Additionally, it's crucial to learn how to set realistic and achievable goals for yourself, goals that align with your essence rather than an idealized image of success. It's also important to celebrate small victories along the way. Acknowledge that every even small step is valuable progress. Remember that the journey itself is as important as the ultimate destination. By letting go of unrealistic expectations, you allow life to unfold in a more natural and serene manner, opening up space for joy that couldn't have been pre-planned. Embrace the beauty of the present moment and the possibilities that are easier when you release the burden of unrealistic expectations. Number 11. Avoid engaging in gossip and spreading negativity. We now turn to an important topic that often goes unnoticed in our everyday communication, but has a significant impact on our well-being and relationships. In this section, we will explore how refraining from such behavior can not only improve our emotional state, but also enhance the quality of our interactions. Imagine each of our words as a seed that we plant in the garden of our own life and the lives of others. When we choose words of support, approval, and positivity, we sow seeds of kindness and understanding. But when we engage in gossip and spread negativity, we sow seeds of misunderstanding, distrust, and conflict. Participating in gossip may seem insignificant, but it's actually like a two-way street leading to disrespect and belittlement of others and ourselves. Furthermore, by focusing on the negative, we nurture a mindset that hinders us from seeing the good and positive around us. So, how can we veer off this path and choose a more positive approach? First and foremost, it's important to be aware of the conversations we engage in. If a dialogue starts drifting into unnecessary criticism, try to find something positive about the person or situation being discussed. Additionally, practice empathy. Before saying something or sharing information about someone, ask yourself, would I like this to be said about me? This simple question can serve as a powerful guide for maintaining respectful and constructive communication. Another important step is creating a positive atmosphere around you. Surround yourself with people who also value positivity and sincerity in their interactions. Together with them, you can foster a culture of respect and support. And finally, remember that change starts with you. By committing to not participating in gossip and spreading negativity, you not only protect your integrity, but also become an example for others. By practicing these principles in your life, we can develop a more positive, compassionate, and resilient mindset that promotes personal growth and more meaningful relationships. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel and give it a like if you haven't already. Stay strong and wise.